There's more.
What the shit? Did we just drill around? We just drilled around back to base.
Is this bad? Oh my
Yeah,
god!
this is. Finally.
We found base! Yeah!
Goodness Christ. After
That
being
took...
stuck in like 19 fucking hallways of random generation, finally we're back in our secondary base.
Good god.
Oh my goodness. I need a drink. That was too much. I swear, every turn I took, it just got crazier.
So is this
Like,
the way?
I got a, you know that one
it's
exit.
another fucking undiscovered tunnel!
Yeah. And then we spent 2 minutes laughing at it like idiots for some reason, even though I guess it's funny. The funniest one in my opinion, like, I've been up to that one exit that I showed you a bit before, and then I just trail down this one hallway and I end up next to you in a completely different tunnel.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck is this place? Oh, goodness Christ.
Don't forget to chuck your ore in.
I already put it in there, so don't mind me.
Alrighty. But look how much ore is fucking being made right now.
There we go.
Oh, what happened to the 60 that I put in? Oh, that's 59, 49.
I kind of split them up
Ah, you're splitting them up. Yeah, makes it
just a
little
bit,
faster.
so helps a bit.
Well, so they're not using as much coal.
Yeah. Oh my goodness me. This headache is gonna kill me. And you're recording, right?
Yeah.
Let's show them the big line I made. We can leave the stuff down here for a minute. Nothing should happen. But yeah, I basically came up with the idea of, I don't know if he's gonna even include a full series of this, but I'll say it anyway. So there's this entire big ass line of granite, which I call the copper line. And as you can see, like, our base is like at least 400 meters away.
Shouldn't you?
And
Yeah.
since we can barely even find, like, the base, I made this entire line system. Took me about 40 minutes or so-ish. A bit less than that, actually. I made this entire line, and if you just
If you
follow
go
it, you'll
up,
just
hang
end up
on.
backwards.
If I set this up here, you go up. Let's get a cobblestone ladder going here.
Cobblestone ladder? What for?
Oh, this. Just to show people what I'm talking about. You go up, it's basically just fucking trees. Like, look at that. Just endless trees. I don't think we found a single plane or anything like that. So, yeah, Rob just decided, we had our primary base over up in a mountain. And because it's all fucking trees and it was a far away from before we found this little anthill mine system, which we can show you a bit later.
Oh my
We made
god.
this bridge. What?
I can see the two entrances we found earlier.
What? Hang on.
The two entrances we came up from. I can see them from way up here. This is how big the place is. Jesus. The line is almost unnecessary. We just go to the tunnels till we end up at base again.
Wouldn't that be funny? We explore the tunnels that much that we end up back at base and connected to those tunnels. The ones we condemned because of all the lava.
You could just use like a whale. You could use just whale tracks all the way. Like, look here. See those two holes down there? While I'm looking. Those two holes right there. That's a couple of the exits we came out of. And I see water there too. Any other secret exits anywhere nearby? Possibly, I don't know, but Jesus, that tunnel system is a bloody nightmare. Let's go back to our old base while you're recording this anyway. That's a new one. Okay. I'm not gonna go down there.
Nope.
As you can see, I made this whole system a little weird. Like, granted, it's a line, obviously, like a sky bridge. But since everything in Minecraft floats, it doesn't really matter. You can just follow this line until you go all the way home. Well, to the base again.
It's literally just his granite line idea in the sky. It's fucking good.
And, yeah, not to mention, we were like digging around in the first base so much, we found like nearly 20 stacks of this granite. And it took me about 10.5 stacks to make this entire line here. Look over there, see?
So that's
I
at
can see a
least
part of the
640 blocks.
ish, and you can see the other part of the line over there in the distance,
Yeah,
right?
it goes over the top of the trees.
Yeah. Oh, the trees grew back, so this will be a problem. I didn't think of that. Oh, I went under it. Never mind. That's why.
Not that much
Whoops.
of a problem.
Not really.
I haven't actually seen the ending part of the line. Hey, Cal, having a bath.
It's just the side of the house where the
Meh.
secondary form is. Look at it. Yeah, this is the part I was like having trouble with earlier. Excuse me.
This is cool.
Yeah, I just built it like this. I had to do it for the sneak thing, so you can imagine how long it took me to set this part up. Not to mention, I had to set my render distance like 32 each time, so I could see the big ass tower fear made at the
Oh
base.
shit! Fucking bumped the
thing-
mouse and fell into the water.
Oh, good thing there was water down there, wasn't there?
Yeah, I would have taken some damage.
You can just catch up, cause see,
Yeah.
I try to make sure that it stays as close to the ground level as possible. I mean, granted, anything could sneak on, but it just won't go that far. Hey, sheep. See, now it's starting to go up, like as you saw, just like several meters away. Whoa!
Sure goes up, doing it.
Think and
Yeah, I gotta
eat
deal
that
with the
now.
ping, like as you see there, and combat's a little bit of a pain with the ping.
Yeah, the thing is that the combat's also been updated quite a bit since the 1.9 update,
Yeah,
so you have to use like
swing
timings and stuff. Not to
time
mention
swing, you can
that-
see the sword icon in the screen there.
Yeah, when you hold tab, you can see
Oh,
your
yeah,
ping.
this just
I mean,
hooks up
it
to the
looks.
base like that. Cool.
Yeah, it just hooks up basically, and this is the whole base.
We just made it out of granite. We started with
We-
wood.
yeah,
but
this-
just-
Yeah, this whole thing took like several hours to make. I mean, granted, it was
we
like,
got a farm here.
I mean,
like chickens. And shit.
Everything
chickens
is
in with
still
the cow
there.
there still. Sheep.
yeah, I left it that way.
And then you
If I'm
go
not,
here.
yeah, this spot here. You still remember this when the creeper blew up, and I had to replace it with this.
the chickens were like down there.
Yeah, put up those 3 banners, cause lols.
You go in here.
Here's the inside of our base, completely made out of granite, and I'm stuck in the door.
Roomy little granite base, basic resources. You go in here. It's like a little farm of wheat.
It's pretty long though. It's actually 16 units.
16. Go in here. I'm getting damaged by food.
You may want to fix that. I'm not recording, so I can't really showcase this. If I record, it probably would start lagging the server. Well, not server. It's an open LAN world, so you get the idea.
Shit.
But this little-
we don't have food.
Well, balls. I can get some wheat from this thing. Hang on. Since it's on easy difficulty, you won't lose more than half your health, so it won't be a problem.
Yeah.
Here we go. First stack right here.
Bamboo stack in here.
There we go. And I'll get you a little bread in a minute. And dip. I said, there we go. And bleh. I'll finish up the rest of this here. But yeah, keep exploring and show the viewers and stuff. Actually, is the video recording correctly? By the way.
Well, I can see it on the preview. It's recording.
Okay then. Should be good then.
Real quick. Hang
Yeah.
on.
Note to the viewers, this is pretty much the first time we're doing this. Like, I mean, Fear's recording Minecraft and stuff.
This is
so...
like legit the first time I've ever played Minecraft properly. Like I've played it bits and pieces here and there, but never like a full-on session.
Like compared to the DST or
Yeah.
something.
Compared to like when we played DST or nothing like that.
We usually like on DST, it's not on video or not even on a save anymore. But we had like an actual fortress that we made in like day 80 or so.
Hmm.
In game
It's
days.
like day 41 at the moment in this world. All this
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, over here, as you were trying to show before the hunger distracted you, is the little sugarcane
Yeah.
thing I have. So
Pretty nice.
it's pretty simple if you understand Minecraft mechanics. It's useful when you want to get sugar or paper or stuff. And I mean, this is pretty much as high as the sugarcanes grow, so it won't matter if I leave a infinitely high space. It only goes 3 blocks high, and that's about it. And then there's this little section up here with the
Oh yeah, you
rooftop
come in
thing.
here. Up here, up the ladder.
Oh yeah, I'm stuck again because you're pushing me up.
Oh, you're pushing me up.
Oh,
You
okay.
open that.
And then
Up here, a little bed.
the chest that's empty.
Come up here.
And
And it's like
this is all.
basically
Yeah, look at the
the top
lava
of the mountain.
fountain.
Over here and then base down there. And then random lava flow over there.
And of course,
Over
for the
here.
convenient reasons,
Rob added a
fishing
little fishing pond right here.
actually, I expanded this because I was just walking around and saw this hole in the grass, and I looked down this big ass pool. So I'm like, hey, I'm gonna set up a fishing thing, and I expanded it, and now it's actually usable.
What you want,
Like, see what
Callies? What you want? What you want? Food.
And yeah, see where the torch is basically is the most optimal spot in my opinion from where you can fish without the without the bait thing bugging up.
Yeah.
Other than that, we haven't really been up here.
There's the
aside
line. You can see the line go out into the fog from here. Well,
Yeah.
at least I can. Unless you have 16, don't you? No, you have 8.
I put it back to 8. Because 16 works, but it causes miniature ping still, even to me. And I don't want to lag the game any further than necessary, because you're having bad enough problems with ping as is. Funnily enough, Dying Light's the only game we both can play where we both have an advantage, co-op wise at least.
It's a little sad, but
At least it works, what can I say? Right, so down here,
that's the problems we had.
yeah, actually I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Yeah, this whole house started off with simple wood planks at first.
Wood
Then it
planks,
got
we
replaced-
basically just sort of built it into the mountain here.
And then we started changing it into normal stone, like we cooked cobblestone into stone, we placed that in, and eventually I just came up with the idea of replacing it with granite, because with the texture pack we use, it looks good. So I'm like, yeah, I'll just replace it. And this is exactly what happened. I replaced the whole house, and it's actually, if I'm not mistaken, granite is more durable than stone in terms of explosion effect or something like that, so what can I say? It's just
we go down here.
it's just a basic thing.
Initially,
Yep.
this was off cordon off. This was blocked. This was like, we dug that out. We came down here. So we made a little room in here and a lot of chest where we had mining supplies, stuff like that.
Yeah, if you see, I started putting signs like here and there. If you see like directly above your head, there's one mining resources and tools.
And, you came
And down
there's
here-
an iron door. There was like a little wheat farm here, but then Rob just expanded it up there.
Yeah, I just expanded it up there because it was kind of a chore to come down here. And actually, here's the thing. Well, the line down here is not finished because it just ends, but we actually found this place through an entirely different exit, which is condemned at the moment because a lot of bad things happen here. Not to mention we had a Mile-Look invasion at one point. So we just sealed off this entire area, even though there's torches, and enemies could easily spawn here, which
Which they have. Which they have. I'm guessing. I didn't actually see it.
I just saw an Enderman, so
Whoa,
we'll get that
I
on
just saw
here.
a zombie going there, but
There's an Enderman in there. But yeah, this place is also good for farming. Because I mean, even if a creeper gets stuck, like it goes for the corner, and I can just take pot shots. But there's the Enderman, you see?
what?
It just walked past in there. Watch it. The zombie might start coming in. Dead. I saw the Enderman. There it is. You see it?
Oh, there. Yeah.
That's why I panicked. Let me seal this off again. So yeah, we found an exit from a surface, and eventually we were trying to go through there. I mean, we digged it up and all, but in the long run, so many bad things start happening from that direction that I was like, fuck it. I sealed off the entire system there. Even the surface access point, I also sealed that one off. And then we just left this area.
And then expanded our system down here. Which goes basically secondary mining tunnel here, straight down.
With the copper line telling us where to go in case we get
We found
lost.
some nice stuff down there, but that's pretty useless. But it keeps going down across here, so you can see it follow the line. Trapdoor here, open that. Ladder goes pretty much down to base to the lowest level,
Actually,
almost.
there's also a funny story, because I mean, if you look at this stuff, what
yeah, this story.
granite here is, we, like, at one point, I found a pretty big area where there was a granite. Now, this is sealed off. Like, I mean, if you dig it up, like, you can, oh, whoops. See, there's nothing here behind it anymore, but if you want to show, like, this whole area right here was all granite.
Pretty much all of this, where all the gaps are, that's filled with granite.
All that was granite. We spent at least 30 minutes mining this whole thing up with stone pickaxes. And then we got owned and we lost about 30 stone pickaxes that we had.
Yeah. Next part of the story down here, as you climb all the way, you can see out on the depot door, goes about down to 18, then I dug down further.
But see the copper line is here to help us
down
navigate.
To about 10.
It goes down
to the
5.
bedrock, and then yeah, see you can see this was sort of come down off here. It goes a bit further.
I mean, you can see the line is still connected here, even though I was planning on removing this before we sealed it off. I was like,
see the line here.
and you can see there's bedrock everywhere, so we were pretty much at the bottom layer at this point.
And then it's been sealed off.
But there was a lot of things like lava dangers and enemies that and of course Milox came back for a start. So in the long run we decided that we scavenged everything we could. At one point I died with like 57 iron on me, which was very sad.
Yeah.
But whatever. But you never.
So much rage was had.
Yeah, and that was a hard part of our day. But yeah. And then we sealed it off here. I mean, this is just the first sealage, because if you go further down that tunnel, there's another part that's sealed off, which leads further into the mine thing.
It's like a big mine shaft. It was just full of lava and enemies.
Originally, I think Fear originally was planning to like expand the mine down here to a completely different direction, but then we had a thought of just exploding like on the top side.
Yeah, I was thinking of expanding another direction, and we ended up thinking we haven't really gone further than the base, so we thought let's just go see what we can find.
We kind of had quite a good bit of fun time with that. And actually, since we're up here, I may as well show you where I found the first line. Now you see this cobblestone right here? This is where I first found the very first place with the granite. See this whole place? This whole place is literally was granite the first time I came here.
See that? It's fucking huge, eh? Goes up
Really
there.
big, but then we found the other one doing the ladder, and it was much bigger. It was like literal nightmare to get out of. And well, let me make an exit then. Whoop.
So that's
And
how
I'll
we ended
seal
up
this
with
off.
640 granite that was used to make that sky bridge.
As I keep calling it copper line for unknown reasons, but it's stuck with us. And there's also
The mod does make it look like copper.
okay, that's a bit strange.
What's up?
I just found this little area that had like cobblestone in it, but it leads nowhere. So yep.
Ah.
And then that's there still.
Find a lot of areas have been sealed off due to
All sorts of problems.
dead
And
ends
actually,
or problems.
we were having some plans down here too. Like, I mean, we had this mining resources thing here, but we didn't go too far with that idea. I did have the farm way down here where the condemned area is, if you know. And then I kind of started expanding down here, where your little tunnel connects with this place, you know. This is where the Milo conversion first happened and killed the both of us. And as you can see, here is a little tunnel thing that we dug up. There was lots of iron and stuff in here. And if you go up here, like this is where the tunnel of yours links up again.
Yeah.
So this is the extra connection that Fear made while I was busy down there with other things. And secondary mine tunnel this way.
Pretty much the first half of our game we were fairly split up working on our own projects.
We're just doing our own little things, like replacing the stuff with granite and stuff. Like originally, speaking of this sugarcane field, this originally was outside, but I decided to just wall it in for whatever reason.
Yeah, it's just adds to like
Funnily enough, you still know the double door system I have here.
I just lost that freaking stake. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Like, if you press the button, this was completely accidental, but we press the button, both doors open and close. Even though the other one is wooden, so not that it matters or anything. And yeah, we actually had a pretty good setup here most of the time, but we kept dying so much we lost many things, including a diamond pickaxe as well, which we already recovered.
Yeah, we made that back with the extra diamond.
Yeah, we had a lot. We both had, well, mainly Fear had a lot of rage points, because usually in these games, I get to the point where if I die, I just start laughing. So I guess I can thank Nether for that. So not that it matters, because I'm fine anyway with games like that. Where you lose everything when you die. Like, I mean, it's just completely natural to me. And yeah, this chest here was almost completely full before.
So close.
And we also found a music disc, but we haven't been able to see what's on it. Speaking of doors, I see an iron door we should take with us, and a couple of oak doors, among other things. So I'll take those doors with me. There's ladders. Yeah, we'll need those ladders eventually, don't we?
Yes.
Fence gates will help when we come to fences, because we have to have another farm at the secondary base of ours. I'll take the iron as well, because extra. Oh, there's the stone slabs. Whoops. But okay, we're not here to start mingling about our resources. We're here to showcase everything that we made. Now, originally, like I said, whoops. So, yeah, this is the farm thing we have. Originally, it was just sheep, I think, or just whichever.
I think it started with chickens, and then I added sheep to it once we got wheat.
And these banners I decided to add just for the fun of it. Like, originally it was a red cell tire X. What?
I kept hitting the sheep.
It'll calm down. Originally that's the one in the middle, the X1. It was a red salt tire. If you pick it up, it says red and blue salt tire, even though it's completely blue for some reason. So I don't know what's up with that. And as he showed from top down, the base looks really expanded. It's like part of the mountain, just the wrong color, basically. But these banners are added just for the hell of it. I mean, just extra, you know, decoration. What the hell? What is this? Oh, the secret little thing I found before with the coal. I didn't seal this off, so bonk. It was in the open. Alright. And other than that, we just stood here for like at least 10 hours or so of our total playtime, or possibly more. Then I managed to finally find my way back here from the other base using nothing but random directions. And I managed to get back here eventually. And I started building this entire line just for the hell of it. I had 10 stacks of granite, like 4 stacks I mean. And by the end of the day I had like 16.
This is insane. Just built this huge buddy line.
I thought it was like, you know, if the base is so far away, I may as well have some sort of indicator, because I mean, signs are signs, but if you don't have a constant direction system, what the hell? That's missing. There's a little place here that's missing. There we go. That's better. I don't know how I missed that. Yeah, luckily enough, all this happened while TheFEARhunter was chilling on top of a massive tower.
To try and use it as like a marker, so you can see where the base
So yeah,
was.
but funnily enough, even though like I was around here, I could not see that tower no matter what I did, even on 32 render distance. And those of you who know what 32 render distance means, it is massive, and I still couldn't see that big ass tower of him. And of course you can see that there's like squids and stuff down there for the lowers. We actually had a little farm out here somewhere. You explain the rest of that.
I had a what?
A little farm somewhere out here. Like near the base, but outside it, like way the hell away from it.
Don't remember that actually.
Yeah, they're like next to a river.
Oh, that little farm of wheat, yeah.
Yeah, before I put the first one like down there where the condemned area is. So yeah, this whole thing took me at least around a half an hour, possibly a bit more or less. I didn't keep track of time. I was on a phone call at the time. Fear was chilling up there while I was making this line thing. I was around here-ish when I finally managed to see it on a render distance of 32. Then I started going sideways here instead of just the positive X direction. If you know, if you press F3 you can see the direction you're going. And I was facing south towards positive Z all the time, and just slightly to the right was the big tower that was supposed to be there.
It was quite large.
I don't know. It is quite large. It takes a little while to cross it, but it's a direct line to the base. Even though it goes sideways all the time, but hey. I was planning eventually, like, I would just make this one large-ass sky bridge, like it would literally extend from the base that we are at, all the way to the sky, and you just climb up with a ladder to get up to the top, and just go in a straight line all the way to the base.
That would be pretty cool.
And of course this thing here is literally a floating overcliff, overhang, whatever it's called. Because if you look down, like on the side, you see it literally goes nowhere. No way.
Down.
No way. Is that another entrance to the mine shaft earlier? Over there, where I'm looking.
That's that dark area.
Yeah. Probably not, but it's still... Oh look! See that? That's the end of the line at the first base. I mean the secondary outpost.
Holy shit, you nearly pushed me off!
Well, even if I push you off, YOLO.
Yeah, at this point you go into the water.
Yeah, luckily if you want to take a shortcut and climb a little. But hey. I wanted to finish the line anyway, just for decorative reasons. I mean, who doesn't like things? I mean, who likes things unfinished?
Exactly.
Because I sure as hell don't.
It just gives you that
And
weird itch in the back of your head.
yeah, that's what it does with me. So that's why I wanted to finish this so badly when I finally got here, though.
Here's an entrance.
Another one.
There's a chicken in there.
Yeah. So basically, I don't know how the whole story goes after this point. Like before we even started recording. Yeah. Here's the main entrance we had. Like we were just running around blindly until we had to stop here with like a crafting table and stuff that Fear put down.
Yeah.
Like, we were going far, he got killed by a zombie that pushed him off the cliff, and I was just sitting there fishing, waiting for things. We found one of the best fishing rods in the entire Minecraft universe, basically. Not really the best, but I think it's very close to it. And I found this eventually. Fear almost fell down. Like, I just saw this little part here, and I looked down like, oh, because it was cold at the bottom. And he almost literally jumped down the second I said that. So,
Nearly.
and then I just used sand at first to make a little bridge and dig down to get there. And we started exploring until we found this entrance over here.
Which leads...
Right into the base that we started off the entire video in.
That's where
Well, of course the...
Well, at first it was just this room that we used to seal off and we had to break.
Yeah, I had to go walk the dog, so we sealed off this whole place so we don't get jumped because it was in the middle of the night and things were scary. We didn't have all this armor
I
stuff
thought-
back then.
Well, let's do something. Let's build it down and then have like a ladder up. And that's where this space comes from.
This island is not done yet.
And yeah, that's pretty much up to date. Apart from the anthill like network that
Structure that we
started
started examining. Because, yeah, the whole thing is literally connected to all sorts of tunnels. Like, we had like 17 bajillion laughing fests off camera before we found this out. Oh, we'll just showcase this whole thing as it is. Like, seriously, like, we had one tunnel, and we went down it, took a couple of turns, we ended up at the exit where we first started the whole thing in the first place.
Yeah. We did that
So literally-
3 times.
Yeah, we kept backtracking and all. It was just crazy. Like, oh yeah, I cannot sprint, but here's where I found another thing, Ebu, that just ends, apparently. I'll actually cordon this off, because nothing's here, but there used to be something here. Oh, I think this is one of the places we meant to cordon off. You walk out, get that last torch. Okay, I get it. And, me. A big gas tonight. And, yeah, we just spent all this time, like, digging around, just trying to find stuff like resources, diamonds and stuff, you know, basic things that every Minecrafter would like. There was this here, of course, and yeah, watch this, like, this was here, and originally, we went down so many pathways that, as you can see, there's torches everywhere. Funnily enough, this stair right here was made when we were coming from way up here, which leads to a completely different entrance, as you can see. And I made this staircase when I found this little secret hallway right here that leads us directly here, where the stair is again.
Right back to the stairs.
And of course, after I made the stairs, come over this way, this is where it gets weird. There's a set of stairs right there.
That's like a naturally formed stair. We did not make this. This was already here.
Yeah, I totally did see that. Like, I made the stairs, I went down there, and I turned to the side, and I saw this, I was like, how did I not see this?
What?
Like, facepalm. And not to mention, here's another connection, and it keeps going. See, there's a way up, a way down there, a way even here that's supposed to be sealed off, but it isn't, apparently.
Yeah, this can be sealed off.
And as you go down, it keeps expanding even more. I need to leave because I'm low HP. Low HP, so I need to leave. I got no food to heal up with, so don't mind me.
Basically, this entire mine shaft system just keeps expanding every time we try to explore.
Like, yeah, and I was basically trying to make a line, like this copper line I do, like you saw with the sky bridge as we call it, but I call it the copper line. And I didn't get very far before we started exploring way beyond our mental. Oh yeah, don't fall down. See?
Oh yeah, that's another. You can see the faint light down there.
There's a cavern, and then we kept going down here, and then there's these stairs as well. And see, this leads back literally to the base.
And then you go back here, and this is where we initially found the start of the cave network, which was a mob spawner with
A
spiders.
spider mob spawner. Fear managed to destroy it, ultimately sacrificing himself while I killed everything else at the same time.
That was my choice.
Well, that's yours, obviously.
I decided I'll make the sacrifice since I got the ping and stuff.
So, yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much it.
There's a lot of tunnels that we were like, well, while we still record, we can just showcase some of the things, like some of the tunnels that we found while we run around anyway, because nothing's really gonna happen as long as we stay safe in this raining. So
Yeah, that's
yeah,
pretty much. That's pretty much you guys up to speed. So I guess I'll probably just.
and of course there's this area.
Oh yeah, then this is
Yeah,
back
this,
down where the initial entrance you were saying before.
and yeah, funnily enough, like I would mention this at the beginning of the video, but I found one exit. Me and Phil got separated, so I managed to get up to the surface exit that we first found. I don't know where this goes, by the way. Oh, the mob thing, the mini boss arena thing.
Yeah, it just
This
looks
part,
like a
this
little arena.
thingy boo.
Pretty cool.
This also, and this also connects up with the base somewhere along the line. And yeah, I found that one exit, and there's also this here that also connects up and keeps going. But I found like a surface exit point, and then I wanted to go back to Fear. Unknown to myself though, I took a sudden turn. Yeah, here's the cabin, by the way. Yeah, I just took a sudden turn, came out a completely different exit, completely different tunnel, but I made it to Fear. And then when I make another turn, I try to turn around to go back to the same exit I was at. Suddenly, completely new mineshaft.
This is insane.
Like we were laughing for at
Speaking of
least
which-
8 minutes almost.
Oh, here's mine.
Speaking of what?
Like speaking of new tunnels.
Yeah, there's this little thing here, but that's about
Oh,
it.
you can see up there. That's the abyss.
That's what I saw first time. Yeah, that's that little hole, isn't it? The
Oh,
one you
yeah,
just
that's-
mentioned like a couple of minutes ago.
Yeah, that's the abyss hole. And then you come down.
And yeah, I can see that up there too.
Oh yeah,
Well, that's the cubby hole. That's it.
that's the cubby hole.
That's the from what we looked down originally. Yeah, most of this we haven't explored, but it's such a big place, and until we finish that copper line with a bunch of signs, I don't think we're gonna explore anything. Because I mean, it's
just decided to stop exploring for a little bit until we've.
Yeah,
that's
where it gets funny. We wanted to stop exploring and return to base. Whatever the fuck we did, we ended up in a completely new tunnel, and that happened at least 19 times. We were laughing.
Crazy.
We were laughing every 2 minutes. Like I made it up to an exit. Like I got to the surface. I turned straight to the right. Another entrance awaited.
Insane.
And it's such a complicated maze thing. All of a sudden, it's like worse than Dead Darkness. If you ever played that game, which is kind of shit now. All of a sudden. Oh. Let's not do that again.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Alpha Heart left, by the way. So
What?
I'm sitting on empty hunger, you know. But let's go back to base, and I guess you don't want to work with super long videos, so let's cut this off slowly.
Alright, so
I'll board this up.
this will do for the showcase. We've pretty much caught you up, and I guess I'll restart the recording and go from there.
Oh.